Welcome, beautiful soul. I hope you enjoy this reading. All you need to do is pick a card. Pick 1, 2, or 3, whichever you are drawn to, okay? Pause this if you need to. Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to your reading. Now, this is an extended version of yesterday's reading. So if you've not seen that, I'd advise you check that out. This is card number 1. This is chalk. So if you were drawn to this, then this is definitely for you. But yes, just to confirm, it is an extended version of yesterday's reading. So here goes. Yesterday we spoke of a few things within this reading, okay? And the main message was to disengage from everyday reality, okay? It's asking you to step out of the madness and the craziness and the busyness and the rushing and the doing, okay? It doesn't have to be a hecticness. It can just be doing. Just stop doing, like literally stop. And it's asking you to commune with the spiritual world, okay? To give yourself that time and space to receive. So the Oracle of Chalk is a call to disengage from everyday reality for a time, to commune with the spiritual world, to request blessings and to dig around in the recesses of your ancestral inheritance, to find what can bless and support you. If you have had karmic burdens of tongue twister, ancestral wounding to heal, you may have to dive deep and travel beneath the woundings to unveil the secret blessings. Every wounding we have contains a potential blessing if you are willing to work through it spiritually. You are being called to find and claim the goodness hiding in your history for your own soul's empowerment. The significance of solitude and the 28-day lunar cycle ask you to recognize that there are certain things that you can only discover for yourself. The full lunar cycle alludes not only a time period in the physical world, but also a spiritual cycle which will have its own timing. There is something that you are spiritually figuring out, so to speak, okay? You will come to an understanding of what works for you and what empowers you. You are going through a process of figuring it out. But in order for you to figure it out easier and access what you need to go inward. And the only way to do that is to get quiet. And the only way to do that is to get into solitude. Okay? It will free you from what has been an open cycle. Okay? It will free you from what has been, and it will open a new cycle for you. Give your process the time it needs to complete a full cycle. Trust in the wisdom and workings of divine timing. I know a lot of people talk about divine timing, but it's the reason they do that is because it's so very true. There's no smoke without fire, okay? It's true. Divine timing is always the way. It's everything is perfectly aligned. We are not going to receive until we are ready, and we are not going to experience until it is time. It's like a game. Think of it like a game and certain steps on the ladder. You can't jump from 1 to 10. You have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Okay? It's perfect divine timing. All is working out for you. It always has. All of those things that didn't work out, the relationships, the jobs, the whatever, that's because they were not meant to, okay? And rejection is redirection. So remember that, like it is, if it didn't work out, it's because it was meant to not, because it's happening for you. You are not a victim. It's not happening to you. It's not something you missed out on. You were meant to miss it, okay? Because if you'd have caught it or done it or what have you, then you wouldn't have got what you really, truly need, all right? The universe knows what you need sometimes when you don't, okay? Sometimes you are shadowed by fears and thoughts and worries, but the universe knows what is best for you. All right? Remember that. The potent expression of hospitality, goodwill, and friendship inherent in Nizu brings forth the reminder of the need for these things in your world. Hospitality, goodwill, friendship. How can you contribute these qualities to the world according to your particular talents and temperament? How can you open yourself to receive these qualities? Goodwill is a powerful force that exists in the spiritual and human realms. There is a need to ensure that you are plugged into it, that you feel a sense of encouragement and support for who you are and what you are doing. Strengthening that engagement can often be as simple as stepping back and reframing the input from any naysayers. Reaffirming, excuse me, coffee hiccup, reaffirming, but at the right time, divine timing, reaffirming your spiritual truth and the guiding grace of the divine realms, symbolized by the sacredness of white chalk. There is calmness, there is clarity and purity within you that you are being asked to recognize. So I'm going to affirm that again. Calmness, clarity, purity in you, for you to recognize this. Affirm this and express this. If you've been struggling with negativities, the oracle brings a sacred scattering of peace, happiness, and cause for celebration in your world. Turn your mind towards the joy of fulfillment and rest in the sacred inner knowing that assures you all will be resolved in due course with wisdom and grace. Beautiful, beautiful. Now there's a healing process that comes with this reading for you. So this will help to affirm, to seal the deal of the reading, shall we say. Okay. Healing process. You may like to dance, move, or meditate through this practice as feels best for your body and creative energy levels. You may wish to play or create music that expresses a sense of goodness, generosity, and uplifting happiness as part of your practice. Guys, you know you've got that song that you love. You know that song, or you know 10 of them that you can jump around to, right? When you are ready to begin, connect with your heart. You can do this by placing a hand on your heart if you wish. By the way, that does really help because it's like you're connecting with that part of your body, so I would recommend it. Intend to feel gratitude and compassion. Sense the heroic nature of all existence, struggling towards spiritual fruition. What a journey, what a task. So much courage involved. Feel the endless spiritual love that exists, constantly shining encouragement and healing and guiding to support all beings in their heroic quest for spiritual realization. There are tremendous spiritual potencies at play in us and around us. Know that you are part of this great and sacred universal work. Okay, I'm going to open up the space here by saying, the sacred white chalk of humanity's divine inheritance. I hope your hand is on your heart, guys. Put your hand on your heart. The sacred white chalk of humanity's divine inheritance demarcates this sacred space and purifies mind, body, and soul for the spirit of all beings. See, sense, or feel that there is a scattering of sacred white chalk, creating a holy circle of white light all around you. This sacred spiritual light grows to fill the circle and you within it, with a loving, purifying energy to cleanse, realign, and protect all facets and dimensions of your being. Receive this with pleasure and relief now. You may say out loud or in your head, or repeat after me, for the spiritual benefit of all beings, I evoke goodness, divine order, mercy, and grace right now. through flowing white light to cleanse, align and vitalize, heal and protect all beings according to the highest workings of divine wisdom and love. Right, now get up and dance. That's not what the book says, that's what I'm saying. It says, you may now dance, sing, move or meditate upon the light. Allow it to flow in. You may intend that it continues to grow and radiate within and all around you, in all directions, through all dimensions, to generate positive energy. Put that song on, jump on your couch, jump on your bed, jump up and down, celebrate, okay? Generate that positive energy, blessings and goodness, and bring it to all beings. You do not need to direct it, just co-create from a place of love and generosity within. This is the intelligence of the spiritual ecosystem of the heart, knowing how and when and where to share the love, connecting all beings across multiple dimensions. Offer the light and energy of your practice to greater good now. Trust that as you do so, you amplify the goodness that is able to enter your world. Simply intend that all energy is generated and directed where they can do the most good. You may like to make some joyful sounds or movements. I love how it's worded. You may like to make some joyful sounds. Jump up and down on your bed. Sing, sing, sing. Okay? It's hilarious. There's certain times where I'm just like, no, this isn't supposed to be spoken slowly and softly. This is supposed to be like, jump, sing, jump up and down. You can finish by placing your hands in prayer and bowing your head. So once you've had your crazy episode of craziness and joy, place your hands in prayer and bow your head. Sense the peace, goodness and strength within you and all around you. Ground yourself with some gentle movement and hydrate your body. Drink that water. You have completed your healing practice. Well done. If you did that from start to finish, well bloody done. And I'm sure you feel better for it. I'm guessing you feel more grounded. I'm guessing you feel more grateful. And I'm guessing you feel more elevated. So you are welcome, beautiful soul. So yeah, don't forget, if you would like to book a personal reading, please do so. The link is in the description and it's also on my channel. There are new things coming, new offerings are coming, so not just book a reading, it's going to be more varied, more things to choose from, so look out for that. And yeah, thank you so much for listening. I really hope that this helped you, and if it did, as always, please comment, like, share and all the other things, as I really do appreciate the affirmation and confirmation and sharing your energy. It really helps me to connect with you, and that's what it's all about. All right, take care. Bye for now. So this is what we spoke of yesterday. And so we are talking here about you being you being a lion, a leader, not a sheep or follower, okay? And that is important because that is your life's work. Your soul contract that you signed before coming here was not to be part of the normal society. You are not here to fit in by any means, okay? The shamanic soul yearns for expansion and depth beyond safety and beyond sanctioned society. This yearning is to become the fullness of one's own being in expression. This is the inner spiritual imperative. The process is arduous, yet to avoid the call and settle into consensus reality results in far greater suffering. A slow suffocation of the spirit and descent into despair. Side note, I just said sorry when I made a mistake, and I've heard many readers do this. I think this is a subconscious thing we do because of our programming, and we need to stop doing it. We need to stop apologising. We can just repeat the word, right? Okay, note to self. So you need to avoid falling into the trap, okay? The process is arduous, yet to avoid the call and settle into consensus reality results in far greater suffering. A slow suffocation of the spirit and descent into despair. When the soul is willing and the preparation is sufficient, there is a drawing A dawning recognition that confirms that once felt safe will become the confines that will suffocate the life that needs to be lived. Wow. Deep, deep, deep. The soul must break free, face the peril, become wise, and become what it was born to be. So you are the soul, you are the spirit, you are not this body. You are not this body. It is your body. It is yours, but you are not it. All right? There's a quote by Jim Carrey that says, doing what you hate can fail, so you may as well do what you love. Something along those lines. So doing what you don't want to do might fail, so you may as well do what you do want to do, right? There is no such thing as security. It's a false sense of security. So, i.e., the job that you think is secure and helpful to you could be the very thing that is suffocating and slowly killing your soul inside of you. As I say that, I'm going to repeat and say you are the soul. So yes, you are the soul, killing the spirit of you. Let's put it that way. Because that very thing that you feel or think is helping you because you've got the house, the car, the job, the structure, that's basically a prison without bars, okay? That is a prison without bars if it's not bringing you joy. If you're not waking up excited for the day, if you're not receiving downloads of inspiration and ideas and creativity about your job, if you're not feeling fully fulfilled with what you are doing, right, and you've been doing it for years, you are slowly killing your dreams. You are imprisoning yourself without even knowing that you're doing it, because you're suppressing your expression and your joy, right? It's so important. So important. All right, let's go back to the book. To chart one's own course, guided by spiritual light rather than societal convention, is the task of the modern soul born into a society where the sacred has been relegated to folklore, or it is stifled in doctrine if considered at all. Right? In societies where taboo has become denuded of the sacred and is simply about oppression in the guise of morality, the awakening soul faces an important task. It must first disengage from mainstream consciousness, and secondly, discern how to recognize, honor, and express sacredness in a contemporary context. Essential to this process is a willingness to explore natural spiritual law and apply it for healthy self-regulation. Spiritual freedom is not about becoming or an escapist. It is about outgrowing morality as one gradually assumes responsibility for the self and individual empowerment, for a constructive outcome to occur through the potentially perilous path to personal power. Spiritual maturity is required. Okay, so I think you're getting the gist of this reading, right? This reading is talking of a time where you must have the courage to move beyond where society is at. You must lean into a deeper knowing housed within your heart. And your guardianship of the sacred in your life is an expression of spiritual respect and reverence, which generates far-reaching benefit for humanity and our planet. It's about being truthful to who you are. It's about not following the crowd, and it's about being uniquely you, which is more needed than ever. There is so much clouding the truth these days, like superficial bullshit, money, fear, fitted in, conformity, the need to be liked and known and wanted, and all these things with the social media these days, with, you know, people sharing things, not because it's the greatest good of all, but because they just want to be seen, they want to be noticed, they don't care how or what for or why, but notice me, look at me. But it's not what we're here for. We are not here for that BS, okay? We're here to be our true, unique, gifted self and share our gifts with the world, not share whatever the world wants or we think the world wants to see. We have to be us. We have to do us. And we have to walk our own path, right? If there is no door, you need to smash some walls down, right? If there is no path, you have to get your shovel and you need to dig some dirt. You cannot continue with this train that's going off a cliff, okay? You are a light seer, you are a way shower, and you have chosen to come here. You've chosen to be here, and you've chosen to be a light in the darkness, okay? That is part of your soul's journey, part of your soul contract that you signed before you came here. Now, warrior, spirit warrior of light, listen to your healing process. Okay, this is going to help you to really integrate everything, okay? So, settle your awareness into your heart. Put your hands on your heart. Follow the flow of the breath. With each breath in, your awareness relates and releases itself from attachment to the outer world. With each breath out, your awareness gently drops deeper within your heart. So, with gratitude for the spiritual gift of my life, I open to divine guidance and healing from enlightened sources of wisdom and compassion now. For the spiritual benefit of all beings, I open my heart and mind to your grace. Please reveal the wisdom of restraint and the courage of confident expansion in spiritually intelligent balance. Now, sense your heart is resting upon a divine throne of golden, loving energy. So you can envision this, okay? Can you see this? Imagine this. Your heart is resting upon a divine throne of golden, loving energy within your soul. It is in a position of honor and grace. Imagine or feel that you are offering love to this beautiful heart of yours. Sense that your heart is a emanation of the great and the sacred universal divine. Rest in this reflection for some moments, giving and receiving love. There is inviolable sanctity in this love. It is incorruptible and it's eternal. Present with the fluctuating dance of life. Present within the fluctuating dance of life. The sacred rests steady, strong and sure, an expression of unconditional love and divine beauty. It emanates from your heart, uniting your body with your soul and opening you to spiritual presence. Feel the sacredness of this and your powerful natural human connection to that sacredness. Your heart may have a message for you. Does your inner truth diverge from what is arising in mainstream consciousness? What is most sacred in your life? How might you express or support this? Take your time to contemplate without judgment. Simply notice what you feel, sense or see. Let the love that you have been gathering in your heart flow through your body and mind, sealing your energy field with protective divine love. Allow yourself to feel loved and nurtured. Place your hands in prayer and say, so repeat after me, say it in your head or just listen. May divine love protect, empower, and inspire me to recognize and enact the sacred in my life with wisdom for the joyful liberation of my own precious heart and the spiritual benefit of all beings. Ground yourself now through becoming aware of the flow of your breath and the air on your skin. You may wish to move your body, wiggle your fingers, toes, and bring yourself back to your body and consciousness. Take some moments to bring these contemplations of the process into your conscious awareness. Reinforce any decisions made with an intention to follow through. You may like to note this inner guidance in a journal. You have completed your healing process. So you might want to journal that one. I would recommend after this reading, now that it's over, you can go and journal and write down what downloads you received. Okay, get them downloads down. Those light bulbs. I really hope you enjoyed the reading, the healing, and please comment below and let me know what's going on for you. How did it help you? What resonated the most? What are you feeling right now? All of the above, any of the above. And look out for future readings just like this. I am sticking with this for now, these picker cards. I find them, I'm most drawn to them, so it's fun. Pick a card, any card, it's always the right message. I love it. So yeah, please share the video if it helped you, and if you would like to book a personal reading, please do so. There is a link in the description box below. Okay, take care, have a beautiful day, night or evening, and see you on the next one. Bye for now. Okay, so card number 3 was all about outer appearances seeming dire, okay, and a radiant inner spiritual reality unfolding. So it was the cocoon, it was the butterfly, the cocoon, the fact that you're in this stage of cocooning right now, and you will see those wings, right? And redirection. Rejection is redirection. So anything that isn't or hasn't worked out, it's because it's not meant to, all right? It is the universe ensuring that you remain true to your path and purpose by helping to sift out what is not meant for you or who is not meant for you. So the extended part to this card, I'm going to flick the pages here. We have, okay, in Talmudic times, the midwife was also known as Hakhama. The wise soul is the one that facilitates birth on all levels. The priestess of liminal spaces, supporting the soul in moving between the worlds. The midwife wisdom teaches us to prepare for birth, to ready ourselves, to honor the process of gestation, and protect against disruptive influence. Okay, so all those things that are distracting you, whether you think they're good distractions or not, they're still a distraction. Okay, so it's talking about being wary of where you put your energy and focus. Softness and surrender needs to be paired with fierce, protective mama bear instincts for what must be shielded from the prying eyes. Okay, so although you will often be able to live a somewhat regular day-to-day existence during deep transformational work, there are certain facets of your journey that must be granted the space and privacy needed for germination, gestation, and birth to be able to happen. Give yourself the permission, the energy, and time to honor the needs of your own soul process. Call upon the powers that nourish, enhance, encourage, and protect this. Trust your inner knowing and believe in your capacity to evoke the necessary spiritual guardianship to guide and secure your process. This is the price. A beautiful, blessed bargain at twice the price of your own authentic becoming. So you need to give yourself the time. It's all about timing, perfect divine timing. Everything happens at the right time, whether you know it or not. It always does. Perfect divine timing. Often it requires patience. I think the people that listen to this reading and have picked this card, one of the key words I'm hearing is patience. Patience, patience, patience. You just want to go 10 million miles an hour and get the answers. I want the answers. I want to know what. I want to know how. I want to know if this is going to work out, if that's going to work out, or am I in the right place? But you need to be where you are and be comfortable with where you are and find the joy in that and the contentment within that space. If you were to know how it was all going to work out, there would be no point living the life. There would be no point coming into the body in the first place. So if you're in a job, situation, circumstance, relationship that you are unsure of, it's because you are meant to be there. You are learning, growing, and evolving at exactly the right pace for your soul to experience. If it happened any quicker, it would be too overwhelming. And if it happened any slower, you'd be even more impatient, right? But you do need to learn whatever lessons are needed to be learned within your situation of where you are at right now. And if we look at things from this perspective, we always feel like we're in the right place, because overthinking and over worrying and concerning ourselves with all the ifs and buts and whys and whats is a form of and state of anxiety, right? It's like being in a rocking chair going back and forth and not moving. You may as well just be content with where you are, and then that will enable you to be content with where you're going, right? Because where you're going, if you be where you are and be there fully, presently, and contentedly, you will enjoy where you're going. So you have a healing process to go with this and to solidify this reading for you and to integrate the parts of it. Okay, so what you need to do is place one or both hands on your heart. A strengthening of connection to your heart occurs simply through the desire for it, simply through your intention, your connection, and placing your hands there. That is enough. And to be fair, even if you didn't have hands, just your intention and your intention to connect with the heart is enough. When you are ready, begin with this prayer of invocation. So, with a respect and for the greater good of all beings, I evoke Archangel Raziel, beloved and kind friend to humanity, angelic guardian of wisdom, Chokma, divine keeper of secrets. You provide the soul with the secret spiritual knowledge necessary to find the true path and experience sacred fulfillment. When I unwittingly stray from the truth, you help me return to alignment. You know what I cannot yet know, and you guide me to sources of information that can genuinely help me. Please guide and protect this healing journey. I welcome your healing presence into this sacred space now. Okay, so sense, feel, or intend that a great gathering of spiritual energy is occurring on the inner planes within you, okay? A whirling, sacred storm of clarity, insight, love, and truth. We've been having crazy storms here lately, so that's quite easy for me to imagine. Sense the exhilarating tumult of fierce compassion as you open your soul completely to the liberating force. Is there something that needs releasing, strengthening, surrendering, transforming? Offer it unconditional love into the sacred storm. Divine clouds bring cleansing rain and clarifying jolts of lightning. Allow yourself to be swept up in the divine power. At the right moment, the storm calms. Your awareness settles, moving down to the steadiness of earth. Feel your breath, body, the rhythmic flow of your blood. You are anchored to the present moment through your humanity. Sense the presence of your soul, your higher self, your inner self, and in your heart. This is part of your humanity. Sense, feel, or intend that within your heart there is a divine light, a symbol of Archangel Raziel's love and care for you. You are at an important stage of your spiritual path. You may be germinating a new awareness which will soon spring into new life. You may already be in the wild throes of your life, of birthing a new consciousness, embodying it and applying it into your life. Push through initiation to actualize it. Feel your inner timing and rhythm. What is authentic for you at this moment? Are you waiting? Are you taking the leap? Are you preparing? Your inner truth may have little to do with what the outer world or your own fixed expectations demand of you. Yet, if allowed to unfurl with integrity, the outcome will be superlative. Rest deep in the divine light within your heart and soul. Can now come to know things that your mind may only understand later on. This is something to remember. Okay, I'm going to talk about this in a second. Let that inner divine light of secret knowledge fill your heart and then envelop you in a sacred seal of spiritual protection. When you are ready, return your awareness to this present moment. Sense the weight of your body, the warmth of your blood, the flow of your breath, and offer this prayer. May all beings be nourished into spiritual fullness through mercy, grace, and love's wisdom. May the blessing for becoming manifest with grace, and so it be. See, intend, or feel that all energies generated by your practice gently dissolve as divine blessings into the earth. Place your hands in prayer at your medicinal heart and bow your head. You have completed your process. So, just popping back to that point, you can now come to know things that your mind may only understand later on. Okay, so it's about timing and patience. It's important. Rest deep in the divine light within your heart. Your soul can now come to know things that your mind will only understand later on. So it's like the seed's been planted and the growth is going to happen, and you'll see the growth in good time. You've got to trust the process and trust that you are subconsciously knowing things that will be consciously brought to light in good time. Perfect divine timing. Well, I can hand on my heart say that this reading today and yesterday is by far one of my probably the favorite picker card of all my picker cards. Okay, it is the most powerful, most potent, most deep, most helpful that I feel is in alignment for where I am and the collective consciousness and those that are drawn to the reading need right now. So this has by far been my favorite, and hence me being happy to do an extended and wanting to do an extended version of it. So yeah, I really hope it helped you as much as it has me. And I hope that you have been brought some clarity, comfort and support throughout the reading. And if you'd like to comment below and share with me what it's helped you with the most, what did you get from it? I'd love to hear from you and connect with you. And really helps me as well. And with my affirmation of knowing that it's helping others, even without, I don't need to see it, but when you get it, it's even more like, oh, wonderful. It feels good. So yeah, like, share, comment, all of the things. And if you would like to book a personal, please check out the description and my channel. You'll see a link and you can just go in there and book in with me. I do have spaces available. So yeah, and that's it for now. Now enjoy your day, night, evening, wherever you are. And until the next time, take care. Bye for now.